It's the 21st of July 2018 and I'm heading from Plymouth to Land's End, catching the train from Plymouth to Penzance and then cycling from Penzance 9 miles to Land's End. Never done it before, so let's go. Well, I've lived in Plymouth for years and I've never been to Land's End. I went about 40 years ago, but not since I've been living in Plymouth. So I've decided to go to Penzance from Plymouth, which is where I'm at the moment, and it's mid-July. And I'm going to go down to Penzance and cycle the 9 or 10 miles down to Land's End, hopefully. It's slightly hazy. There's a bit of rain here this morning in Plymouth, but it seems to be all right. And I'm going to camp out overnight, so I'll keep you informed.
For your own safety, you are reminded to stand behind the yellow line.
And that's my bike. I've had it for about 3 years. When I first bought it, I went over the handlebars and got a compression fracture and break in my right wrist. And there's the scar to show.
Service, Penzance. Calling at Saltash, set German. This car, Plymouth Parkway, was William Park, set Oslo, Truro, Redrum, Campbell, set Earth and Penzance. This train has 8 coaches. First class is at the rear of the train.
Well, there's the train to Penzance and I need to go at the front of the train to get my bike on. And that is free, so it's about £22 return for 2 days, which is great. So they changed the cycle policy. You now need to reserve a place before boarding the train. And I did mine the day before, so that's great.
Kings of the road. And after we're full, we'll head to the beach, strip off our clothes and jump in the seas. And I'm free. It's where I'm meant to be.
Well, the train journey is taking 2 hours and we shall be in Penzance. Well, this is Penzance, obviously. Well, this is the beautiful Penzance on a beautiful balmy July day, but I'm not stopping here, I'm going down to Land's End. Hopefully, anyway. I'm going to try and find the road now, so it's 12:30, nearly 1 o'clock. And there's the station in Penzance, which I've just come from. So let's go and hit the main road now. So this is Penzance Shopping Centre, a vibrant little community. Well, even in Penzance it's very quiet as well, with lots of people though, so there must be car parks just outside the town centre. Well, when you're leaving Penzance there's only one direction to go in and that's left, and that's going south, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just coming out of Penzance now and see where I go and how long it takes me. Probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Hopefully the roads aren't going to be too rough because I've never done this before. Let's see where it goes. Made a mistake, of course it's not south, it's going west all the time. Well, there you go. I'm heading west and I'm on the right track, baby, so let's go. hopefully the weather will hold out, even though it's very cloudy up there, as you can see. Well, I'm just outside Penzance, and just look at this beautiful thatched cottage. What a postcard. So I've just come out of Penzance, turning left and heading west, and I've come to the first major roundabout, and I've got to turn left here to head towards Land's End. Get that right? Australia head to St. Just. So it's left to Land's End, and it's about 9 miles from Penzance. And Newland, just down the road, or just coming out of Penzance, is where the famous Newland School of Artists were based, there in Falmouth and St. Ives. What a beautiful day, hey, hey, what a beautiful day, hey, hey. 7 Land's End, 9 miles. With one of the hottest summers on record in the UK so far, everything is scorched and beautiful, brown, and the UK is going through a very good harvest. Let's hope the rain hangs off for another week or so, at least. So coming out of Penzance, you have Trewhiddon Gardens and tea rooms. Might be worth a visit, but not for me today. Beautiful rolling countryside and the sweet corn coming out. What a beautiful place this is. So just outside Penzance, this is the, looks like a milestone or a marker stone of some sort anyway, that's obvious. And there's my bike. It's a nice bike, I've had it about 3 years, but it's slow on the hills, so I have to walk up the hills, save energy. And this is the entrance to Trewhiddon Gardens. And we'll probably be about 8 miles from Land's End at the moment. And just look at this picture postcard house, beautiful. Peace and quiet, away from the road, or just off the road. So don't forget to check out trewhiddongardens.co.uk, and it's open till 4:30. Opens at 10:30 and closes at 5:30 p.m. That's admission 4:30. So now I'm just coming into Bariah's Bridge. Well, I was going to buy a car, but I thought I'd come here because I bet these are Jeep. Get it? Jeep, Land Rover, Fender. Never mind, close anyway. Oh, interesting, I'm just entering Drift. I wonder if the house is made out of wood here. And they've even got the name of that famous cheese here. Please drive carefully. So it's the 8:30 all the way through from Penzance to Land's End. And this is the gallery of Jerome Sanders, probably about a mile and a half outside Penzance now. And it's open. But I haven't got time to go in. So it's jeromesanders.co.uk. The old workshop. The priority today is to head towards Land's End, and then tomorrow I can take my time. It should be a sunny day according to the weather forecast, and then have a better look at these places, the ones that are open anyway. So just on the corner here we've got Chenchenna. And let's see how far we are from Land's End now. 7 miles. So we've done 2 miles outside Penzance. Yeah, it's July 2018, and in St. Ives, the Kids Theatre, kidsrus.net, are presenting Mary Poppins. And about 7 miles still from Land's End, and I can hear people shooting in the background, so across the meadows and the fields, the farmers are out killing animals. And the next town is Catchhole, and a turn to the right for Land's End. And I haven't got a map with me, but I know some of the things. The Minute Theatre is an outdoor theatre, and it's been going for years. So I might try and check that out tomorrow. But like I said, I want to head towards Land's End as a priority today and try and get sunsets there if the clouds hold out. So let's go. So beautiful old stone houses built in 1818 and picturesque houses en route. It's a nice day. So that was Catchhole. You blink and you're through it by the sounds of it. I can still hear gunfire, and it's a beautiful day today, and I'll give you a wave. Well, away from the destructive politics of the UK, the country is beautiful, and you can escape from it. You've just got to have the mindset to do so. So Scythian Showground, which I presume is quite close to here, on the 19th and the 22nd of July, you've got the Spirit of the Horse, and there's nothing more beautiful than a thoroughbred horse doing tricks and showing off. Poor thing, life is valuable and it gets destroyed by humans. A small fox cub. So I'm more than happy. I'm nearly halfway to Land's End now, and I've been wanting to do this all summer, but I've been travelling across Europe all summer, so I needed the weather to be right and a gap in between my trips. Next weekend I'm going to be away again doing another video hopefully and shooting more photos, so it's nice to be at Land's End between and get away from the crazy city that's Plymouth. Too far away now, we can see the satellite links and they probably link over to America and probably Europe as well, which is brilliant. Very pro-European. I don't know what's happened to the UK and Brexit. The UK's falling to pieces at the moment. Well, it's been a nice gentle little ride, taking us some fantastic views, and I'm halfway to Land's End and it's looking good. Should start seeing the sea soon. Sea sun soon almost rhymes. So we're near Land's End Airport, which is 5 miles from Penzance, and I believe they go to the Scilly Isles, or some isles just outside the UK anyway, or just off the island. So we're only 4 miles from Land's End now, and it's beautiful and peaceful and quiet, and a touch of class. Look at this, it's ain't just 3 miles. Beautiful carving. Oops. And there's my bike. And it's quiet and peaceful. Even though it's a July afternoon. Seen a few buses go by. I think the farmers will be very happy with the harvest this year. They've all been making lots of hay whilst the sun shines for a very long summer. See some places with a bit of thought. They're very creative down here. From pot studios to stained glass even. Well, not far off the end of this island paradise now, and somebody's left a little artwork here as well. What a fun, I wonder who that is. We're nearly there. Interesting, a Methodist church with surfboards and the sign of a cross. Escar's Methodist Chapel. So I'm now at Summerfield, so I think it'd probably be a good idea to get something to eat here before I get down to Land's End, because I don't know what's down at Land's End. Well, nearly there. Nice little island over there. I'm just coming into Summerfield. Beautiful ancient church. You can see where the door used to be, the entrance. And famous territorial dogs as you get everywhere across the world. I'm just approaching the Land's End and the famous Brexit line. The ocean of sanity away from the UK. This is Land's End. So what's happening here now?
So they're riding from Johnna Goes to Land's End, a charity event,
yeah,
raising money for the Dogs Trust
Horses raising money for the dogs.
Yeah, horses, horse rescue,
Yeah.
and Andrew Simpson, Bart's Bash Sailing Foundation.
Right, and how long has it taken them to come down?
They're on their 7th week.
From Land's End, from John O'Groats? Crikey. And
Yeah.
how many people are involved in the riding?
3.
3.
Well, two mainly, and then today a 3rd.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice one, that's good timing, because they've just filmed them coming in.
Yeah.
And here they are. Well done, thanks very much. What's your name, by the way?
Heath.
Thanks, Keith.
No problem.
Well done.
Thank you.
You're going to YouTube now, alongside everybody else's.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that's Land's End, and these horses that just come from John O'Groats. One horse went lame, so had to be changed, but the other 2 made it all the way, which is brilliant.
To the right.
And they look incredibly well.
Yeah, you go round, yeah.
So it's 15:15, it was 12:30, nearly 1 o'clock when I got into Penzance, and now I'm at Land's End. I've been wanting to do this all summer. In fact, I've been wanting to do it for a long time. And it's nice to see people coming down from John O'Groats still and doing things for charity. The end of everything being incredibly British. From post boxes to telephone boxes. So every Tuesday and Thursday at Land's End at dusk they have a fireworks show. So there's the old Cornwall air ambulance.
Yeah.
So for £7 at Land's End, I've had as much coffee as I can drink, and a medium pasty, which is brilliant. So I've just had a coffee, like I said, for £7 with a pasty, and out of that I managed to get 4 large cups of coffee, which is well worth it. So you've got wet paint on the 21st of July, you've got Isles of Scilly 28 miles away, New York 3,147 miles away, and John O'Groats 874, which is the length of the UK. So of course, unless it's on a ship, the real English flag is the flag of St George, and I believe that even St George wasn't British.
Abbiamo queste Sinbad.
That's my camera. What is it? It's my camera. Gorgeous, aren't you? You still got your harness on. And they can't feed you because you might bite. So I've got to watch my hands. Give me a smile. Hello. God, you're nice, aren't you? On your little pinnacle. Are you the Dalai Lama? Gorgeous. I think you're the first llama I've ever seen. You're gorgeous. Are you singing to me? Gorgeous. And there's another one there as well. Well, I can quite easily say that these are the first llamas I've ever seen. Hello? Do you bite then? Do you bite? Probably do, you're nice. What are you doing then? Comical to look at. It's only because I'm not used to seeing them. Gorgeous, look at that.
Nose up in the air.
First llamas I've ever seen.
Oh, is it?
That's not a llama. King of the castle.
Certainly looks it.
Well, it's been great seeing the llamas, or that's if they were llamas. I've never seen llamas before, and they're quite comical to look at. That's because you're not used to seeing them, and I like the mannerisms and the characteristics. And it's great being here at Land's End, and I'm not sure what this is, but it's great anyway. So over there, 3,000 miles away, you've got America, and a different way of thinking altogether. And over here, we've got the UK with all the muddled conversations, with all the dysfunction and chaos that's going off at the moment. And it's just nice to be here away from the crazy Plymouth with the politics and the legal system that's out of control. Been privileged to have just seen a sea lion there. It's just gone underwater. Look how crystal clear the water is. There's the bike, and there's local caves all over the place here. That's what we've got. Well, it's now 5:30 and I've been walking left of Land's End for quite a while, and it's quite a hairy coastal path for the bike. And I'm getting pretty tired because I didn't sleep very well last night, because that's across the road from where I live. You've got a nightclub and it was kicking out to the early hours of the morning, people getting massively drunk. So I'm feeling tired, so I'm just going to go down there and just pitch a tent, or try and pitch a tent for the night, and then head back to Penzance tomorrow. That's my beautiful bike. You see some of the clearest waters in the UK, unspoiled by the pollutions, or as near as possible. with the crystal clear water of the Atlantic. This is beautiful. Well, the water's not too cold, considering. It's getting a bit deep here, though. Look at that. It's crystal clear, it's beautiful. So this is Land's End for you. Land's End for you. If you get a chance, come down to Land's End and see the difference in the water. It's beautiful. Just shows how tired I am. I just started talking to myself. But look at the crystal clear water here. You need to come down to the Atlantic and Land's End and see how beautiful everything is down here. The water's crystal clear and everything's perfect, even though it's cold. When you're tired, it's easy to get vertigo, which is what I've got at the moment. Almost looks like a lump of tar. So-called strength of the UK. This is the very end of it, which is quite bizarre and interesting, really. Because when it comes down to it, it's just a lump of land on the planet Earth. Well, with a beautiful fresh flowing stream flowing into the sea, I've decided to stay here the night. It's not a very good psychopath on my back, though. It's a bit narrow. But I'm going to sleep just at the top there and pitch my brand new tent. Well, my old tent, my new tent, which I've never put up, is the best way of putting it. And this is a beautiful area. I think we're going to get some good sunsets over there. But my Nikon camera isn't working. I'm just off the headland of Land's End. Feeling pretty jet lagged because, like I said, I didn't sleep very well last night because of the noise outside the building where I live. But I've decided to sleep here, and it looks all right. There's a house there, and you've got the beautiful bay, and we're going to get a great sunset. But I brought my Nikon camera, and unfortunately, it's not reading the card. So, you know, I should have checked it before I left. I didn't, and so I'm going to have to use video stills. So never mind, I'll have to do, but it just means I can't blow them up to the same size. So this is the Eurohack tent I got about 2 years ago, and it should do the trick. I've never used it. I got it to go into France with last year, but I decided not to take it. But it's going to work and do its job tonight, I think, and hopefully it'll stay dry. So far so good. I've got the pins in there, and the bars should go along these lengths here, I think. So I'll soon find out. I haven't got the instructions, but we'll soon find out, and I'm sure it'll be great. Well, after a bit of playing around, I've nearly got my home for the night sorted out, and look at it, it's beginning to take off. Well, not literally. I hope the wind doesn't catch it, and I don't think it will here because it's quite sheltered. So I'll just finish it off. Well, it's the first time I put the Eurohack up, and I must admit, I did it wrong to start with. I tried to put the pegs on the inside out, but it didn't take me long to sort it out, and I'm glad I did it now, because I can just settle down and relax. I need to catch up on some sleep tonight, and then have a wander around here at Land's End before I head back to Penzance tomorrow. And it looks quite cosy as well, look at that. The ground base is very grassy and soft, so I should have a comfortable night with my sleeping bag in there. And hopefully it won't be too cold. Well, sleeping bag's in place and the tent's up, so I'm more than happy. So I'll wait for the sunset tonight and see what happens. I probably won't get much. Like I said, the Nikon's not working. Goodness knows what's wrong with that. It's just telling me the memory card's full, even though it's been formatted. So there's something probably wrong with the memory card. So I'll have to try and get some video stills, which won't blow up as big, but they'll have to do, which is disappointing. Another setback, which is all part and parcel of working in media, and not to worry about it too much. Well, there's my home for the night, and look at the view there. It's beautiful, and the air is pure, the sea is crystal clear, and it's nice, warm and balmy. Hopefully it won't be too cold tonight, but I'm enjoying it anyway. So for breakfast I've got a Cornish pasty and a can of Fanta, and I'm not too far from the headland of Land's End, so there's plenty of cafes there, but I don't know what time they open. And there's no hurry because my train back to Plymouth isn't till about 5-6 o'clock, and I'll be glad to get out of the city again next weekend and visit somewhere else closer to London, as already mentioned. Peace and tranquility, Land's End. I think I'm going to have to come to Land's End again, because all these tracks that go on for miles, the coastal path, it's just miles and miles of beauty. And in weather like this, it's probably come on. Well, I'm slipping. That was clever. I've just found a rock I want to take a look at, but this is a bit slippy here, and it's very interesting because it's sort of wedged on top of other rocks, and you'll see it in a minute. So let's go. Like I said, I get vertigo in these sort of conditions, but if you don't get vertigo, you're pretty dangerous. So it's probably just as well. And you've got to be careful, because when you're wearing trainers, this sort of surface becomes incredibly slippy, so I'm probably not over clever getting too close to the edge here. But look at this. How does it do that? A lot of people don't know. Look at that, it's just ledging on the top there. One day that's going to fall into the ocean. Beautiful. Well, I must say, I'm glad I brought my sleeping bag and tent, and I'm staying here at Land's End overnight. It's just beautiful. It'll give me a chance to do a bit of exploring before I go back to Penzance later on tomorrow. Or I walk a lot further than what I think I've walked. I've already done 8 miles from Penzance to Land's End, and then hiked and cycled about 2 or 3 miles along the coastal path. And the tent is way over the other side of that hill over there, and it's getting darkish now. It's about 8 o'clock in the evening. It'll be mid-July, so I better start heading back before the sun settles. And over there you've got some derelict buildings. Maybe I'll try and check those out tomorrow. So I'll do one more hill before I start heading back, because I want to get back before it starts getting dusk. Not because of the direction, but because the path isn't over safe. Look at that. The further I go, the further I want to go, because I keep seeing things that are interesting. There's probably a lookout station there, so I'll just go there, and then I'm going to have to head back to the tent to get lost. This is when I'm happy. Can't keep saying this enough. I'm so glad I came here. Just look at these sights and views. Beautiful. I'll be walking into the sun, so I'll be able to get some beautiful sunset shots, hopefully. Who knows, the way... Oh, look at these rock formations here I've just seen. Wow, God Bennett. And every corner here there's something spectacular to see. And I just wish really I was staying for 2 or 3 days rather than 24 hours. Beautiful. See my tall shed over there? That's where the tracks go, but the distance is further than what it looks. And I think I'm going to have to head back towards the tent, otherwise might get bogged down in the dusk, and I don't want to do that by myself. Well, like I said earlier, there's so much to see in Land's End geographically that I'll probably get up quite early tomorrow. My train back to Plymouth from Penzance isn't until about 5-6 o'clock, so I'll come and explore this area along the coastline to the south, or to the left of Land's End, and start heading back with the 9-mile cycle ride around dinner time. It'll only take about 2 hours, taking it easy. Well, as I said, time is running late and I'm heading back, and I got plenty of time still, but I'm glad I turned back when I did, because it was so easy to get absorbed in walking and just taking in everything. And I'm heading back now, and look at these little pinnacles. Get back and get some fresh air. I'm getting the fresh air, so I should sleep well tonight, and I'll wake up early. Even though the Atlantic Ocean tends to be cold, I love the abundance of life coming from the Atlantic, from fish to the sea animals, not animals, but nature, vegetation. I've already shown you it's rich and clean, and it makes you want to go in it, even though it's freezing. So I had a little paddle. So maybe I've done some of the French Atlantic around Tunis Pila, and slightly south of there, slept a week there under the sunsets. So maybe I'd like to go further down from Costa de Caparica in Portugal and into Spain next time, and maybe spend a month or so exploring those areas, watching the sunsets and recording the beaches and beach life and the wildlife. It's beautiful. This is what life is all about. So glad I came to Land's End. Just look at this beautiful landscape. Miles and miles of Atlantic Ocean. And beautiful sunsets.
I got you, chickadee. Don't you worry. I got you, chickadee. I got you. I got you, chickadee. Come down, see me, we can swim in the sea. I got you. I got you, chickadee. Come down, see me, we can swim in the sea. And we can camp in the walls, sleep under the stars, sit by the fire, then I'll be ours again, like when we first met. Sing in the rain till we finish the song, and the moon all night long like we used to when we first met. Don't you worry. I got you, chickadee. Don't you worry. I got you, chickadee. I got you. I got you, chickadee. Come down and see me, we can swim in the sea. I got you. I got you, chickadee. Come down and see me, we can swim in the sea. We can head into town and busk on the streets, collect enough coins so we can eat like kings, kings of the road. And after we're full, we'll head to the beach.
Well, that's what I've come down here for. All of a sudden the sun's dropping down below the clouds, and it looks like it could be a promising sunset.
To be.
Beautiful, warm colours being thrown billions of miles from the sun to Earth.
and you'll see it all.
That's been a great, super. Well, that's been a great day coming down to Penzance, and now it's time for bed. So got some good sunset shots, not on the Nikon unfortunately, but never mind. These things happen. I'll have to try again, come down again, maybe in August, and try and get some more shots. And it's almost time to bunk down. Saffron and Ruby. Have we got Facebook?
Yeah, we've got a page called Olive Moon.
Olive Moon?
Yeah.
Thanks very much, cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you. This has been a Chris Summerfield video 2018. You can contact me at ccsphoto12@hotmail.com, and if you'd help to sponsor my videos, you can PayPal me at ccsPhoto1@gmail.com. Thanks for watching this video. It's a nice.